Hello, friends! My name is Lynx, and welcome to another Indie Game Collective showcase. This is the next of the couple of games from the Missing Com bundle on Steam. I present to you Monsters of Little Haven. This is another game by developer Nikita Kaf, and it falls into the category of another visual novel as well as horror. So let's have a look at it. Ooh, this is the first game with settings. I don't know, do we want the voice on or off? Let's keep it on. Let's see what it's like.
Chapter: Escape.
Okay.
When Kenneth left the house to find his sister, the sun was still just breaking through the thick clouds. Having circled the village of Little Haven, Kenneth's voice was beginning to give out. Esme! Esme! She wasn't even in their place under the big oak that stands in the middle of the wheat field near the house. Desperate, he sat under the oak tree for several hours until it began to drizzle. He turned around to the sound of wet footsteps behind him and saw Esme.
There she is.
Kenneth was angry, but his sister's shabby appearance immediately softened his tone. Where have you been? I was looking all over for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Come on, the hurricane's coming.
What? Oh no! Jesus.
Kenneth took his sister's hand and led her toward the house. Oh, you're all wet. What happened? Oh, I was attacked by a monster. A monster? I ran away from it and got lost. Well, now Mom and Dad will think that we ran away. I'm sorry.
If we run into the monster, I'll give it a piece of my mind. No need to apologize. Just don't do it again. Oh, I think I have to choose. Oh, can I not choose? What do I use? Hello? Okay. How do I make choices?
If we run into the monster, I'll give it a piece of my mind. It was very frightening. But you getting away already means you beat it.
Yeah.
Do you believe me?
You always want to believe your sister.
Kenneth gave his sister an approving nod to reassure her. Esme was soaking wet, and her small steps were accompanied by squelching sounds. Kenneth stopped and helped Esme pour the water out of her boots. How did you get so much water in there? I don't know.
She's
After
terrified.
wrapping her in his jacket, Kenneth rushed down the washed-away trail to the house. Thanks. The way home was riddled with fear of the impending punishment, along with squelching boot noises.
Oh no.
Well, it's a good thing that Grandma doesn't know, or who knows what she might think up. I agree. Grandma always has some story in her head. 5 minutes late, and she already imagines a pack of angry dogs or bandits attacking you. Or that you tripped over a rock in the woods and fell unconscious, face first, into an anthill.
Wow! That is terrifying!
This conversation lifted their spirits.
Wow. Narration is a 1,000 out of 10.
When is Grandma coming? Oh, I don't know. Probably whenever she and Dad make up. Oh, I miss Grandma.
Oh no.
A heavy silence fell, but it didn't last long. Do you remember Baloo?
Baloo?
With those words, it was as if she had stabbed Kenneth between the ribs. He remembered. That was the name of the dog the Murphy family had buried a couple of years ago. Kenneth was very fond of Baloo, and his death really hit him hard. And then, for a few months, he slept, hugging his old collar.
I have this weird sense of déjà vu right now of having a pet named Baloo at some point. But I can't recall what it was, and this is such a weird feeling.
At first, Kenneth could burst into tears at any time, so that even the other side of the pillow wasn't always dry. Well, of course I remember. Will you give me his collar? It's just hanging on your backpack. No, and don't you dare touch it.
Oof.
At that moment, they had almost reached the plot, surrounded by a fence, looking fairly battered after all the years. As soon as they crossed it, something frightened Esme. She froze, pointing her finger toward the shed at the pier. Oh, hear that? What? There's a monster. Well, let's go home, or we'll get in trouble. As if she had heard something, Esme began to make a whining sound. Well, it's going to be okay. Come on. But he will come at night.
Let's check it.
Well, we'll make sure there aren't any monsters and go home, okay? Okay. Kenneth took her hand and they went to the pier. Esme clutched Kenneth's hand, squeezing his palm. Even on the way to the shed, Esme was trying to look behind the half-open doors, which were moaning on the rusted hinges.
Oh.
In the half-light, it made tense even Kenneth. After approaching the shed, Kenneth opened the door in one motion, propped it with a stone, and then, with a bold gesture, invited Esme to come in. Oh, I'm scared. Thunder rumbled.
Oh.
Oh, did you see that? Someone was there.
I'm sure it was nothing.
Nobody's here. Come on.
Come on.
Why do you say that when you saw him yourself? You were looking right at him. Well, I saw, like, it must have been some kind of a shadow, like yours. Kenneth took control of the situation. He was fooling around. He went inside with swagger, demonstrating the absence of monster. although he doubted it himself.
Yeah.
Not a soul.
All right, Kenneth. Well done.
But the door was open.
Wind, bad
Well,
luck.
it's always open. Dad must have been in here recently. We'll close the door.
Yeah.
Before Esme could answer, Kenneth took her in his arm and carried her out of the shed, knocking out the stone that held the door on the way. And then, for Esme's peace of mind, he slid back the loosened latch.
Nice.
Esme pressed herself against Kenneth's shoulder and whispered in his ear, "Are you sure he won't come out?" Kenneth played along. "Of course. Have you seen how big the lock is?" Esme had calmed down, but later added very quietly under her breath,
Aw, poor girl.
"I hope it's not too cold in there for him."
Aw. Wait, huh?
On the doorstep, Kenneth met Mom and Dad. They were solemnly showing out a stranger in a formal outfit.
Oh no.
As soon as he approached, the adults' conversation stopped.
Oh no. Is it Grandma?
"Go up to your room, honey. I'll be right there." Satisfied that they had escaped punishment, Kenneth and Esme hurried up the stairs to their room. In the room, there was a glass of milk and a plate of pancakes on the table waiting for them. Kenneth took the wet jacket off Esme, rubbed her hair with a thin blanket, and sat her down at the table. "Here, you should eat." "Oh, thank you." "They're quite cold, though. Do you want me to go downstairs and warm them up?" "Oh, no, they're delicious. Thanks." "Don't go down there. Sit with me." Kenneth was afraid of his parents' reaction to their escape. But everything was still quiet. "Well, let's hang the wet dress up to dry." "Oh, thanks." "Now go to bed." Kenneth covered his sister with a blanket and lay down on his bed. They were both staring blankly at the ceiling until Esme said,
Here we go.
"Oh, I wish the monster was gone." "Oh, it's going to be okay. You need to sleep." "All right." Esme curled up into a ball and turned to the wall.
Always a good choice. Always a safe choice. Although technically I always turned, if I was insecure as a kid, I always turned away from the wall because I wanted my back to be protected by the wall.
There was an awkward knock at the door, followed by the equally awkward mother's tone. "Are you okay?" Kenneth looked at Esme. He was almost sleeping. "Yep." Behind his mother, he heard Father's quiet voice from downstairs. "Oh, don't wake him up." "Good night." The door closed. Esme rustled in bed and turned to Kenneth. "Why didn't they scold us?" I don't know." It seemed that Esme had fallen asleep. He heard his parents talking softly downstairs.
Yeah, kids are clever. They hear things.
Then he heard cabinet doors opening and a kind of softly tinkling. It became more quiet. Kenneth was sleepy. He overheard the room door creaking.
Oh, here we go.
Kenneth pretended to be asleep.
Of course he did.
A beam of light spilled onto his bed from the half-open door. A moment later, the door closed gently.
Probably mom or dad checking.
Kenneth fell asleep.
Nice.
Thunder rumbled. As Kenneth opened his eyes a little, he flinched to the wall out of fright as he saw Esme's shadow in front of him in the light of the lightning flash.
Oh.
She was sitting on the bed, terrified, with her knees pressed to her chest. The door to the room was open.
What? She's sleepwalking.
Kenneth ran to her and knelt beside her. "What's the matter? Are you afraid of the thunder?" "Oh, there was a monster looking for something."
Maybe the pancakes.
Kenneth was confused, feeling helpless because of his sister's behavior. Usually, stories about the monster didn't go this far. Well, what was the monster looking for? "Oh, for me, of course. But I hid like this." She demonstrated, covering her eyes with her palms. Even being this close, he didn't see me. What a stupid fool. Searched through the nightstands, the closet, under the bed, as if I could fit in there. You want me to call Mom and Dad? Oh, no, don't. Kenneth noticed a puddle on the sheet under Esme and read shame in her eyes. Pretending there was nothing there, he moved her to his bed. "Why didn't you call the parents?" "Oh, I was scared. You and I are already in trouble." And what happened next? Oh, at some point, he leaned over you as if he wanted to bite off half of your face with his big, toothy jaws. Or to kiss you, haha.
Those are like two different things. Esme, please.
Yes. Well, I didn't see. He attacked me differently. So your monster wants to give me a kiss, but attacks you? I wonder what new notes are you going to add to your diary about the monster?
Oh.
Esme became upset. Kenneth gave up. He just sat there for a while, waiting for what came next. Esme ran to her bed, lifted the corner of the mattress briskly, took out her diary, and put it in Kenneth's hands, as if trying to convince him of something. Kenneth knew about the diary, but Esme always kept it to herself. The book looked worn out, and at the same time, girly neat. Kenneth carefully held the diary in his hands, appreciating Esme's trust. A bow knot. Well done, Kenneth thought, keeping all jokes to himself for the time being. Oh, read. Maybe later? He put the diary on his nightstand. Oh, you won't laugh, will you? Esme asked, as if she regretted giving away her personal diary. Oh, of course not. And don't tell anyone. Esme sat in front of Kenneth with glowing eyes and seemed not to even think about going to sleep. While Kenneth was wondering how to calm Esme down, she continued the conversation first. Well, have you ever seen it? Oh, the monster? Yep.
Not sure.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. Honestly, what is it like? Big and scary?
Kenneth, please be more vague, thank you.
Oh, that's it.
It suffices for her. Kids.
Why doesn't anyone believe me? I really did see it.
Because they haven't seen it.
Well, they don't believe you because they haven't seen it. Chapter Monster.
Ooh.
Thunder rumbled. Oh, let's kill the monster.
What? That escalated. Can't you send it away?
Esme grabbed Kenneth by the arm, causing her pajamas to roll up, exposing her bruised wrists.
What?
Oh, he'll catch me again.
Why are they bruised? What the heck?
For a moment, Kenneth believed in the monster, but he doubted again, remembering that her bruises were due to a lack of vitamins.
Ah, okay.
Their parents thought it was genetic, so they stuffed Esme with nasty fish oil and greens.
You can get the same vitamins from non-fish oil if I'm not mistaken.
Well, did you see it again? Oh, it's at the pier. Oh, we already checked it, and no one was there. Oh, I saw it out the window. It's there again. Come quickly. You're not afraid to go? But you promised to give it a piece of your mind.
No. Here we go with our promises.
Okay, but we need to be prepared. Kenneth had a certain quality. If he was going to do something, he took it seriously. He went unhesitatingly toward the closet to dress Esme in her warm clothes before going and open. After seeing the number of varieties of girlish clothes, he momentarily froze, bound by the thought process. Then he turned to Esme with the most serious expression.
Oh, here we go.
Dress warmly. How does Mom dress you? He took the backpack with Baloo's collar. A Swiss Army knife was hanging next to it.
Pardon me?
Then he rushed to his nightstand and took out a flashlight that he almost forgot. He put on an old knitted sweater and stood by the door, waiting for Esme. For a moment, Esme froze, staring into the back of the closet. Thunder rumbled. Are you okay? Esme slowly turned her head to Kenneth. A jacket with pockets or a blue sweater? Kenneth exhaled, rolling his eyes, expressing indifference to girlish fashion, and defiantly stretched his hands, pointing to the door. Esme looked at the nightstand where her diary was. Oh, you won't leave it like that, will you? Oh, of course not. He put the diary in his backpack and, taking Esme by the hand, slipped quietly down the stairs. In their parents' room, the TV was mumbling unintelligibly. It was the only source of light, so it was easy to sneak past it.
Lucky, lucky.
When they found themselves on the street, it seemed that half the battle was over. Ahead, there was only adventurous excitement and the fear of being caught and punished. Shh! Quietly!
Quietly, guys. Quietly. Quietly. Shh.
Creeping up to the flower garden, Kenneth took on the role of a monster hunter. He put an open backpack near the pile of stones and gestured to Esme to help him put them inside.
How many do I need? Do I need that many? Yeah, a couple could come in handy. Let's do that. Excellent.
The backpack was getting heavy. Well, that will do. Well, let's go. Esme called Kenneth unexpectedly loudly, forcing him to duck. Shh! What's the matter? Esme put a couple of stones in a large pocket of her sweater. The silhouettes of every bush or tree in the distance began to come to life. A shiver ran down Kenneth's spine. The determination Kenneth had a few minutes ago was rapidly leaving him.
Poor boy.
His father's building was shrouded in the fog, giving weight to the beam of the flashlight. The hinges of the old door were so loosened that even the locked latch did not prevent it from giving off a terrible creak, especially now in the night. As they unlocked the latch, the wind blew out from over the water, and the doors banged open, throwing Esme and Kenneth away on the ground. Junk from the shelves rolled to the ground.
Oof.
On impact, Kenneth with Esme fell down, dropping the flashlight, the only light source. A noise came from the shed.
What kind of a noise?
Oh, the monster's here!
No, it's not a monster. It's probably a deer or a frog.
Kenneth looked up and saw with his own eyes the lights burning from the depths of the shed.
What?
Oh, let him have it! First went the collected stones that flew right between the burning eyes.
Ouch!
After that went any junk falling from the rack, some cans and tools and bundles. Thunder rumbled. The silhouette disappeared along with the fog. Kenneth grabbed Esme's hand and ran out of the shed. Oh, did you see that? Well, of course. How could I not? And you didn't believe me. Oh, I'm sorry. Esme looked down to the ground as if she was holding something back.
What?
What's the matter?
What, did you summon it? Was it your deed?
It wasn't that monster.
Wait, this was a different monster?
What do you mean by that? He's not alone? Oh, this one was different. The conversation was interrupted by a bright flash of light in their faces.
Oh, let me guess, Dad?
A moment later, the beam from the flashlight fell to their feet. Their drunken father was in front of Kenneth with a rifle and the flashlight, which Kenneth had just dropped. Oh, what are you doing out here? Oh, what a mess! Oh, there's a monster in the shed. Because of this, you made this havoc?
No, the monster made the havoc.
You just scared that thing off. Now go home now, or I'll make you clean all that up.
Okay.
Kenneth hugged Esme and sent her forward to protect her from Father's anger.
Oof.
While passing the flower bed, Esme correctly noted its state. Oh, Mom will kill us.
Why does she look so satisfied, though? This is not the right face for
Oh, we'll explain everything.
someone being concerned. But okay.
Oh, wait. Esme stopped suddenly and pulled Kenneth's sleeve. Where's my diary? Esme showed her backpack. It was opened. Oh, I have it. It was here somewhere. Oh, we lost it at the pier. But Dad is there. We can't go back. He told us to go home. We have to get the diary. I entrusted it to you. You can't do this.
It's middle of the night, girl.
Something dark and large swept through the bushes in the garden, mowing over some branches and flowers. Kenneth jumped aside in fright, but Esme seemed glad. Oh, it's Shadow. He'll help us. Oh? A shadow.
What?
Kenneth defiantly rolled his eyes, demanding an explanation.
I am also defiantly rolling my eyes, demanding an explanation.
Oh, he's nice. He'll help us.
Is he an animal? A monster?
Let's go get the diary back.
God damn it. Esme?
Well, what is that shadow? How many more monsters do we have around? Well, he's not a monster.
No?
I mean, well, I was afraid of him too.
But?
But he helped me many times hide from the other monster. Kenneth looked around nervously. Oh, where did he go? Well, don't you see him?
Oh, God.
A large silhouette had grown behind Esme, resembling something between thick fog and light-absorbing darkness.
That is peculiar.
Kenneth stepped back, pointing at the creature behind Esme.
I want to see it.
Oh, no, don't be afraid. Thick darkness came upon Esme, slowly swallowing her from head to toe until there was only a hand outstretched to Kenneth.
What the?
Oh, come quickly. He will help us. Esme grabbed Kenneth's arm and dragged him into the darkness.
Oof. We're reaching the half-hour mark. I don't know how long this game is gonna be, so I'm gonna pause it here. And I'll make a second part of the showcase. So, because I think this is playable within one short session, but I'm not quite sure how long it'll be. So if you want to see the rest of the story, click on well, I'll probably place a marker somewhere. I'm not quite sure how to do this yet. And yeah, I'll put the rest of the info in the info box below. Make sure to like the video and see you at the next part.